Have you ever wondered what the rarest One Piece Funko collectibles are? Well, today I'm going to tell you. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So today we're going to be going over some of the rarest One Piece Funko items. I've been working on this video for the last few days and I figured it'd be really fun to go over some of the crazy stuff Funko has put out and how valuable and hard to find some of these items are. Now before we get started, I do want to ask you guys the question of the day, which is, what is the rarest One Piece Funko item you own in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Now one of the rarest items I own personally in my collection for One Piece has to be the glossy Luffy here. Now guys, let's go ahead and get started here. So there's no real order to any of these. I'm kind of just talking about everything as we go. So this isn't like a top 10 list or anything like that, just so you know. The first thing I want to talk about is Trafalgar Law here. This is number 101. It was actually the first ever Trafalgar Law pop. So estimated value is around $400 right now. And current listings do have them around the $300 to $400 range as well. Now, this is actually one of the easier ones to find on our list today. It is still rare though, of course, because it is also hard to find authentic at the same time. And it does have that hefty price of almost $400, of course. And I won't lie, I was a little shocked once we got the new Law pops. I was surprised that this one still ended up staying high even till this day. And then we also got Law with Polar Tang, and this one's still high to this day. So it's kind of incredible to see that even though we got newer variations, and I think we even got another Law pop coming soon, that this one is still up there in value. The next one I want to talk about here is the first release Luffy here, the first ever Luffy pop we actually got. So this one sells for upward around $250 to $300+. And it's solely because it is a first release, as well as having that barcode sticker on the bottom with that glossy hair. I don't know if you've seen lately in Facebook groups or on eBay, Mercari, wherever, people have been going nuts trying to find these barcoded pops. Whether it's Sanji, Nami, Usopp, Frankie, any of the Straw Hats, they want those barcodes. However, specifically Luffy ended up being the most expensive. And if you're ever wondering if you have an original release Luffy with that glossy hair, this is a quick guide from Pop Price Guide, kind of letting you know if you do have that piece. Now, it is kind of hard to tell exactly which Straw Hat specifically is the hardest to find with that barcode sticker on the bottom, but Luffy is the most valuable. Moving on, one of the more recent rare pops that we actually got was Luffy on the Thousand Sunny. So you're probably thinking, what? How is that rare? It just came out. I see these all the time. Not with the shared sticker, with the official CCXP sticker here, where you don't actually see a lot of these for sale these days. This one is selling for over $500. Now, the only way that you could get this pop with that sticker is if you attended CCXP back in 2022 in Brazil, or if you had a friend that attended the event and shipped it over to you. Other than that, anybody who managed to get some over here were selling them at a very high premium cost. And what's pretty funny about the different sticker markets is that over in Brazil, it probably sells for less. Because I get told all the time from my international collectors and subscribers that that sells for like $20 over here, but it sells for $100 in the United States. I don't get it. We're just nuts for stickers over here, apparently. Moving on to another pretty crazy piece is Comic-Con Brook here. So obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys knew this one was going to be on the list. So check this out. Comic-Con Brook with that official NYCC sticker. This one has had all kinds of crazy sales. As you can see, at one point, it was up to $4,000 on Pop Price Guide. You have some graded at $5,000, $2,000, $2,700, $2,500. Now, while Pop Price Guide may say $1,500, I don't think that's accurate by any means. I don't think anybody's going to sell their Con Brook for $1,500. There's literally not a lot of these for sale all the time. You can find some on eBay, but as I just showed you, they're $2,000 plus. Now, I think it's fair to mention also alongside the official Con Sticker Brook is the shared sticker Brook, just because that one's also around $500 to $600. And it's pretty faked as well, getting harder to find and more expensive as the days go on. I just wanted to mention the official Con Sticker one in this video specifically, just because that's the rare variant. So I'm actually going to go ahead and drop in the Funimation chopper right here. I was kind of debating if I wanted to put it in here just because he's restocked a lot recently. So the pop wasn't as rare anymore since there's such an abundance of them. But what we can put here specifically is his sticker variation there. So the Funimation 2016 stickered exclusive is much more valuable than the restocks, obviously, because there's much less of them out there with that sticker. And of course, you know, sticker collectors are going to go crazy having the rarest variation of that pop. So that's why this one sells for $300 to $400. And as the days go on, the listings dwindle and dwindle, making less and less out there with this sticker. Now, the final Funko Pop item I want to talk about is Funko Pop prototypes. So there's all kinds of different ones for One Piece. But one I wanted to highlight specifically, one of the newer ones, was the 1000 Sunny here. Check out this beautiful piece. So if you're wondering what a prototype is, well, I'm showing you a picture of it. Basically, it's an unpainted prototype, exactly what it is. You know what a prototype is. It's like the pre-product before it's released. It's something that they make to make sure everything is good on it. Now, as to how people get their hands on these Funko Protos is that usually at events, they'll give them away. Or recently, Funko has been doing raffles at events where you can buy tickets and try to win that specific item. I think it's fair to say that the prototypes would be the hardest things to find because only specific people have them, and I believe they only put out like under 10 of each or something like that. And a quick example for you guys, I actually happen to own a couple Naruto ones that plenty of collectors are looking for, like this Naruto 6-pad Sage one that is valued at $2,000 plus. Another reason why it's fair to say that One Piece prototypes are probably some of the hardest specific One Piece Funko items to find is just because protos are heavily faked, and unless you have lineage for that item, it's going to be really hard to sell those items. So unless you have like a receipt of sale directly from Funko, or you have pictures of it at the raffle or anything like that, it is so hard to prove that these things are legitimate. Now, moving on from the One Piece Funko Pops, if you didn't know, Funko actually made a ton of different One Piece Funko mystery minis. And this is where it gets pretty exciting because we have characters in mystery mini form that we never even got as pops, and these characters are really valuable. First up here, we do have the Toy Soldier from Dressrosa. As you can see, it does have an estimated value of $85, though that hasn't been updated in a while. Here's some recent sold listings on Mercari that I found, around $100 to $200. Another pretty fun one we do have is Rebecca here. Estimated value $22, but as you can see, it was last updated in May of 2021. And the last few recorded sales on Mercari have it around the $40 range, but two current listings I found on eBay are at $90. So the fact that it was last updated in 2021 is kind of crazy because that means this mini does not come around very often. Moving on, probably a mystery mini that I'm personally going to go after soon here is Corazon here. I am so sad that we have it as a mystery mini and not a freaking pop. So last recorded sales are around that $40 range, as well as current listings have around $40 to $50 as well with shipping. So he is not too crazy expensive. I'm just mostly bummed that we've had him in mini form since like 2018 and we still don't have him as a Funko Pop. What is going on? The reason he's rare though is I'm pretty sure he is not going to be reprinted in these newer sets, so whatever's out there is out there. Another pretty cool mini was the Gear 4 Luffy one. Check this out, estimated value around $95. That is such a cool looking mini there. So we actually had a couple different recent sales in January here, as well as December. And then current listings on the right there have it around $130, a bundle listing there, $37 with $28 shipping, and $122 on that. So it kind of depends on the person you're buying it from. Some people have it really high price, some people have it a little bit lower, but it does seem to be around the $50 to $100 range at the minimum. What I find pretty fascinating about this Gear 4 mini is the fact that that was our first kind of like Funko Gear 4 item so long ago. And then we eventually got the Child's Collectibles exclusive one, which is just as great. Now, out of all the One Piece mystery minis, these two are probably the hardest to find. The first one being Child Trafalgar Law here, estimated value around $200. This mini does not come around very often. It's not going to be reprinted, so whatever's out there for this Child Law is out there. It's kind of crazy with this one. I was like, do I want to go after this? Do I want to try to track this down? It would be cool to eventually get a Child Law pop though. And the other mini, which is just as hard, if not harder to find, is the Glitter Chopper here from the Shonen Jump set. As you can see, estimated value around $155, but the only three listings I found, $875 and two $200 listings. I'm like, I will never own that Glitter Chopper. It's not gonna happen. That is crazy that it's so hard to find.
So to touch up more on why Chopper is so expensive and rare is because he's part of this Shonen Jump mystery mini set here that is out of print as well, and Funko is no longer producing these. This is back from 2016. As you can see, it features so many cool characters, some minis you may have never even seen or know that Funko made. Now, not all hope is lost, because if you ever wanted to open any of these Shonen Jump mystery minis, it will cost you a pretty penny, to be honest, because they pop up on eBay and Mercari randomly from collectors who just stash them away because they're much more valuable. But don't expect to get it for retail. You could end up paying $200 to $300 for a case of these.
Well, guys, I hope I was able to blow your mind today on some rare Funko items you might not have even known about. Let me know in the comments below, do you own any of these pieces in your collection? If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button down below. And of course, if you guys want me to do this with other sets like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or anything else, let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely do that video. I am getting off this video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.